In the quiet, almost forgotten town of Eldermoor, nestled on the edge of civilization, stood an old, imposing house. Its once grand facade, a testament to a bygone era, was now a tapestry of decay, weathered and worn by the relentless march of time. The townspeople, when they spoke of it at all, did so in hushed, fearful tones, their words weaving a narrative of a place that held secrets best left undisturbed. For generations, this house had been a silent heirloom, passed down through the lineage of a single family. With each new owner came the same solemn ritual, the sealing of the attic. The reason was always the same, a whispered legend of a shadowy figure that haunted the rafters, a malevolent presence that clung to the very bones of the house. The legend told of a man who had met his end within those walls under deeply mysterious circumstances. His soul, twisted by some unspeakable tragedy, was said to be forever bound to the dark wood of the attic, a restless spirit trapped between worlds. This was the folklore that permeated Eldermoor, a chilling tale that kept the curious at bay. But curiosity was a flame that burned brightly in young Emily. When her family, new to the town and its superstitions, moved into the old house, she felt an insatiable pull toward the unknown, a fascination with the supernatural that her parents casually dismissed as childish fantasy. To them, the stories were just silly tales spun by villagers with too much time on their hands. To Emily, they were an invitation. The attic door was a secret unto itself, hidden behind a dusty, threadbare curtain at the very top of a narrow, winding staircase. The wood of the stairs was splintered and frail, coated in a thick, undisturbed layer of gray dust that seemed to scream a silent warning. Turn back. Yet the warning was lost on Emily. One evening, under the cloak of a moonless, cloud-choked sky, with her parents out for the night, she found herself standing at the bottom of those stairs. The house seemed to come alive around her, its old timbers creaking and groaning in a rhythmic, unsettling cadence, as if the building itself were drawing a slow, deep breath. Her heart pounded against her ribs, a frantic drumbeat in the oppressive silence. A flashlight, its beam trembling in her unsteady hand, cut a nervous path through the gloom. She began to climb, each agonizing step echoing through the empty halls. The air grew colder, heavier with every footfall. Finally, the attic door loomed before her, a dark, final barrier. She reached out, her fingers brushing against the tarnished brass handle. It was freezing to the touch, a stark, metallic cold that felt unnatural. With a surge of adrenaline, she turned it. The door gave way with a loud, groaning creak that resonated deep in the hollows of the house, sending a shiver of pure dread down her spine. The air that rushed out to meet her was thick and suffocating, heavy with the cloying smell of ancient decay and damp earth. Inside, the attic was a tomb of forgotten things. Ghostly shapes of furniture lay draped in thick velvety cobwebs that looked like burial shrouds. Moth-eaten clothes and stacks of yellowed books were piled in corners, silent witnesses to the passage of time. Emily stepped inside, her flashlight beam dancing nervously across the scene. As she ventured deeper into the darkness, the light began to flicker, its weak glow struggling against the oppressive silence. The world seemed to shrink to just the small circle of light at her feet. Then she saw it. Out of the corner of her eye, a movement. It was an inky black mass, a patch of darkness so profound it seemed to absorb the shadows around it. It wasn't still. It pulsed and shifted with a horrifying, malevolent life of its own. It glided silently across the dusty floorboards, moving toward her like a cloud of suffocating smoke, its form indistinct, yet undeniably menacing. Emily's mind screamed at her to run, to flee, but her feet felt as if they were rooted to the spot, held fast by a wave of pure, paralyzing dread. The shadow loomed over her, its form coalescing, growing taller, more defined. She could feel an intense, bone-chilling cold emanating from it. Icy tendrils, like fingers of frozen smoke, began to wrap around her body, constricting, squeezing the warmth from her. The air grew so cold that her breath turned to mist before her eyes, each gasp a visible cloud in the encroaching dark. Her flashlight, her only shield against the blackness, flickered one last, desperate time before dying completely, plunging the room into absolute impenetrable darkness. In that final fleeting moment of light, she saw them, two hollow empty eyes staring out from the void, devoid of all life, all pity. And then the darkness claimed her entirely. She became another whisper in the silence, another echo in the endless, lonely dark. When her parents returned home later that night, they found the house unervingly quiet, eerily empty. Upstairs, the dusty curtain hung undisturbed. The attic door was sealed shut once more, as if it had never been opened, as if Emily had never climbed those stairs at all. In the days and weeks that followed, the whispers in Eldermore grew louder. They said the house had been waiting. They said the shadow had finally claimed another curious soul, another restless spirit to join the others, forever trapped in the darkness of the old house on the edge of town. The legend lived on, a little darker, a little more real. A chilling reminder that some doors are meant to stay closed forever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to follow for more tales from the shadows.